HVAC temperature rise formula gives a fast way to estimate supply airflow in cubic feet per minute using measured temperature difference and system capacity, and getting it right requires careful attention to measurement points and leakage. Measure supply and return air temperatures 3 times at each location, averaging steady-state readings to reduce sensor noise. Use a calibrated digital thermometer accurate to plus or minus 1/10 of a degree if possible. Calculate airflow using the formula CFM equals BTU per hour divided by 120 times delta T, where delta T is the average supply minus return temperature. Convert installed equipment nameplate capacity to actual sensible output if you have measured wet coil conditions by subtracting latent load measured via a psychrometric approach. When measuring, block off short sampling times during steady system operation. At least 5 minutes after a change in fan speed or thermostat set point, and avoid taking supply readings near diffusers or grill wakes. Measure 3 to 8 duct diameters downstream of bends or fittings and 1 to 2 diameters upstream for returns. If the blower has variable speed, log motor voltage, or use a tachometer to confirm fan speed matches nameplate conditions, and apply a fan curve correction factor if available from the manufacturer. For homes with multi-zone dampers or energy recovery ventilators, perform single-zone isolation tests or measure each branch individually and some branch CFM to get whole system airflow rather than assuming uniform distribution. Account for elevation and air density. If the installation is above 1,000 feet, correct BTU per hour by multiplying by standard air density ratio to avoid small but meaningful errors. Always document instrument serial numbers, locations, and ambient conditions, so future retests can be compared. Use the same thermometers and mounting technique to minimize systematic bias. Finally, whenever measured CFM differs from design by more than 10%, trace duct leakage with a blower door or duct blaster test to quantify loss rather than relying solely on temperature rise results. One of the most common mistakes is using improper temperature measurement locations that create inaccurate delta T and skew CFM calculations. Fix this by sampling at standardized distances from fittings and averaging repeated readings. One of the next frequent errors is ignoring ductwork leaks and pressure imbalances that cause supply CFM to be lower than the temperature rise estimate. Fix that by performing a duct leakage test and sealing ducts with mastic or foil tape and then remeasuring. One of the third common issues is failing to correct for latent loads and air density, which leads to overstating airflow when the coil is handling moisture. Fix this by measuring humidity, calculating sensible heat, and applying air density corrections and, if necessary, measuring each branch in multi-branch systems. BigHomeProjects.com lists reputable HVAC contractors and resources that help homeowners find local professionals who can test and seal ducts and verify temperature rise calculations. The directory also helps contractors connect with homeowners seeking certified airflow testing and duct sealing services, driving quality work and accurate airflow measurements.